what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots. Can they win by?
On the verge of getting out of hand.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the...
And that's now 8 points for Leonard.
How about the pass?
Racked up.
New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Tipped away. Bledsoe dishes to Thornton. Pass to Williams.
Focal them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Another bucket added to the lead.
That's special.
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career. Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
So on the floor for the Bronx, Curry is out there with Harden. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Curry with the steal, and now Curry running the floor all by himself, and Westbrook throws it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Diaw with a wide-open look. And again, unable to change momentum here. Shoots from the right block, and James gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight. Bledsoe kicks to Johnson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Diaw. And the 3 off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Curry with the steal. Poked away. Here's Leonard. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Johnson. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Bledsoe kicks to Diaw. Back to Bledsoe. Uncovered. Can't get it to go. The Bronx goes the other way with it. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
And finished off by LeBron.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
The Bronx, another fast break opportunity here, and finished off by Westbrook. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short
minutes, they were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
They need this one. Bronx grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
A different look for New York. Sanders checked in for Jordan. And Derek Williams subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Bronx.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And Williams, here we go. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
All sorts of time. Second chance shot. Sanders' shot is off. The Bronx has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Boy, Kyrie Irving, he's starting to fill it up in bunches now.
New York's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And stolen by Irving. All alone. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. James has got 11.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
And defensively, you've got to recognize that threat and make the correction.
Ball's knocked loose. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Harden. And that's collected by Nowitzki. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Let's take a look at DeMarcus Cousins' numbers. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in rebounding, 5th in scoring, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last year. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim and always hustles to get there.
And really, it looks like he may just... try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Williams. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Bronx has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Offensive rebound. James, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Williams against Irving. Outside Williams. Knocked loose. Sanders with a screen on Thornton. Irving attacking. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Bronx on top, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 7 big steals.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, Irving has simply been great. 15 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Johnson is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And here's LeBron outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Bledsoe passes to Nowitzki. Off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Wall, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Jordan with a screen on James. Johnson attacking. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Kawhi Leonard on top. Russell Westbrook is second.
You know, it's really hard to measure just how much impact these two had on their teams. I mean, either one of these guys would have been a good choice for an all-defensive squad.
Bledsoe against Wall. Outside Williams. Pass to Nowitzki. Looking to end the run. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his third rebound on the night. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the Bronx, another three.
Man, he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
No doubt that's a difficult shot. You're talking 3 or 4 feet beyond the arc.
Takes a three. Good. Curry's got 9.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Nowitzki with the screen on Wall. Bledsoe dishes to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Jordan kicks to Nowitzki. Williams passes to Jordan. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Oh, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. 8th in free throw percentage, 14th in blocks. And they were in the top half of the league shooting the ball from deep. Average to pedestrian, but still fairly effective from there.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunity.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Sanders checked in for DeAndre Jordan. DL comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Williams, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Thornton in for Williams. And they're able to recover. They get the rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Boy, a big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
Yeah, and some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively you have to commit to sprinting back in transition and denying those runouts. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Curry outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bronx?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Stolen by Bledsoe. To stop the drought, the Bronx grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Williams against Curry. This one for three. And the Bronx, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple.
Oh, my God. Kiki.
Four of their last five makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense
let's go,
practically
Westbrook.
giving them those shots.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting
Ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Feeds it to Davis. Lets it go with a three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat.
Here's Bledsoe. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Curry against Bledsoe. Curry kicks to Davis. Leonard on the wing. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Leonard's got 19 points.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for the Bronx, we've got Davis. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 2 spot. And so it's New York with it. Green with the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Dion.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Davis. 9 points for James Harden.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Larkin. Not enough on that one as it misses. Puts it up from 12, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Green with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Poke loose. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Oh,
goodness.
Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Well, I tell you what, when he gets the hoop in his sights, he is dangerous.
The drive by Green. Can't hit from in close. For the Bronx, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And here's Harden for 3, and the Bronx another 3.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
An open look for Nowitzki, and that misses everything.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No.